What is up, everybody? Welcome to another match in this one tournament that takes place within Rocket League. It is the semifinals, day 2 of 2. We've already had Australia advance to the finals last night, and today we will take our second and final finalist of the season. And this series is going to be a really good one. The United States versus Mexico. Two rivals in FIFA are now here in Rocket League for a chance to go on to the final in a best of 5. First to 3 wins the series and moves on to the final. So without further ado, let us begin. Game 1 will be taking place at Estadio Vida. And it's going to be dusk there when we arrive at the arena. And here we go. The USA is going to be in red and Mexico is going to be in green. Mexico won that first face-off, but America is going to take control of the ball. And now Mexico's on offense. Both teams have had a fantastic season, but only one of them can move on to the final. Ball's in the setup for the U.S., but it's cleared away by Mexico. Mexico with the shot, and Mexico scores first. It's 1-0. And I would say, I would have said he got past the defense, but the goaltender clearly could have saved that. He just chose not to. Great job, Myrtle. Second face-off is won by Mexico. The U.S. are going to try to clear this ball, and they cannot, and it's another goal for Mexico. It's 2-0. And it's a rough start for the Americans. Here's a chance for the U.S., and they score. It's 1-2 now. The deficit's been reduced to 1 goal. As the U.S. finally got that shot off to score, and it's 1-2. Ball's in the air. Ball's gonna get launched to the side. Mexico with a shot, misses. The United States is going to try to clear it away. Fails to do so. Mexico with another attack, and that scores. It's 3-1 to Mexico, as their offense has really sparked today. Yeah. And that's a goal for Mexico. The score is now 4-1, and it's more than likely that it's more than likely that my home country is going to lose this game. Unfortunately for us, but you know, we just gotta stay humble. We still got at least 2 more games in this series if we don't manage to win. It's 5-1. That's the score. This is a blowout here in game 1. And that's another goal. Alright, so if you're Americans, you should never draft Myrtle and Slider into the arena. They are not really good in defensive situations. And Sultan and Wolfman are kind of the same way. Any team that's got Dude and Jester on it are pretty decent, though. As well as Chipper. Yuri's okay as well. Mexico's picked the perfect team for this game. So they will take game 1 of this series. The US does score. It's 2-6 now. Alright. There's just about a little bit more than a minute left. And that's another goal for Mexico. Ball's in the air. Alright. And it is 8-2. I officially want this game to end. Like, this is an embarrassment. Like, we get it, Mexico. You won the game. You don't have to score on us anymore. It's 8-2. You lead by 6. It's not like we can come back. And there's only 30 seconds left. Ten seconds left in game 1. You know dang well who won this game. Mexico will take game 1 of this best of 7 or best of 5 and are in need of 2 wins to advance to the final. Game 2 will take place at Beckwith Park, and when we arrive, it's going to be stormy there. And here we go. Game 2 is now underway. Hopefully the United States can do a little better than they did last time, especially considering they have Dude on their team. And so far, it is not working out at all as Mexico scores immediately. As they just know how to juke out defenders. And dude is just clueless. Second face-off is won by Mexico. It's right. They gotta get it out. They managed to get it away, and they clear the ball. They're going to try to score, but they're not going to because there's too many defenders on the net, as Mexico's excellent on that situation. Ball's headed back towards their own, past the American net. Here's a shot, a save by Hollywood. A brawl out begins for the ball. However, it stays in Americans' territory as Mexico still controls it. Hits it back, and no, that's not hard enough to clear it away. And now we'll get the clear. The United States on offense for the first time in a while. They have been outshot. They've been outshot in game 1 by a mile. And they've been outscored by a mile in game 1. They're going to try to make game 2 look a little better, but Mexico had the opportunity to score there, but didn't take it. There's a shot towards net, and United States have scored their first goal of the game. It's a tie game, 1-1. And the U.S. finally are not trailing once in this series. In terms of score per game, rather than the series. Here is the United States to clear the ball away again. The U.S. could have shot there, but you know how things go. Oh, and they score again. The United States now lead by 1 over Mexico off of a own goal, possibly. No, it is not considered an own goal. Maverick touched it at the very end, but it would have been if he didn't touch it at all. That's just a miscommunication by Mexico. You had Imp defending very poorly, which resulted in an OG against Mexico. Alright, so the U.S. have cleared the ball successfully. Their defensive is looking... Both teams' defense is looking solid this game. Because the score is kept under 3 so far for both teams. However, someone might score. Mexico is getting pressured by the United States.
Christmas.
What is it? Just a gift card?
Yeah. Dad found it. There's $10.70 on it.
Here is a shot.
Do you want me to spray paint that black? I have spray paint.
Yeah, if you want. Here's a shot, and Mexico scores the game-tying goal. And we could be going into overtime. Well, good shot, but the defense from the United States was not looking solid here. If they want to win this game, they're going to need to step up, or they're going to be trailing 2-0 in this series. Face-off has been won by the United States, but most of the Americans are not are not attacking. All of them were defending. Here's a shot deflected by Tex. The second shot's going to be missed wide. There's less than 30 seconds left in game 2. And that's an own goal. Unbelievable. How did that happen? I don't know. I'm guessing somebody just swooped in. Imp, once again, that's his second own goal of the game against Mexico. If it wasn't for him, Mexico would have had a 2-0 lead in the series. And because of Imp, the United States are going to win as long as they defend for the next 7 seconds. And they will do that. Never mind. Right at the last second, the game-tying goal gets scored. The Americans just failed to let the ball even touch the ground. That's all they had to do to end the game, and they failed to do that. So here we are in overtime. First goal wins game 2 of this series.
The TV stick.
The TV stick?
Or the downstairs jamming.
I'm not sure.
Dad wants the first TV. And you can't find the stick that went in it. Look at it, guess.
Yeah, I guess. Here's a shot for the U.S. and America scores in overtime. And the United States will win game 2 of this best of 5, and the series is tied 1-1. 1-1. It's going to feel like starting a brand new series next game, except it's going to be like a best of 3. As our third game will be taking place at Urban Central, and when we arrive there, it's going to be dawn. And here we go. The first face-off of Game 3 has been won by the U.S. However, the ball's being controlled differently. There's no rain anymore. So the ball being wet is not an excuse for poor defense. For example, it was an own goal. Someone on the United States team scored an OG. Jester, what are you doing, man? You can't be playing like that if you want to win this game. You gotta play better than that. The series is tied 1-1. Oh, no way. That could have definitely been disastrous. A death. Rainmaker was killed. Here's a setup for Jester, but it was quickly hit away before the chance could happen. Another death. Here's a setup. Shot way too far. Here's a shot too high. Ball's actually hit really hard as well, sending it back to Mexico territory. Here's a shot saved by Viper. Uh-oh. Here's a breakaway. And quickly cleared up by the U.S. Here's Yuri on defense. Here's a clear shot. Here's Jester. Scores! U.S. on the board. 1-1. And the United States tied this game up 1-1. And here comes the next face-off. Here we are. Shot. Missed. Here is a chance. Shoot. Saved by Mitty. Another shot. Deflected away. Ball still in play here. Here's another shot. And Mexico's defense has been excellent here. And now the United States are gonna shoot it away back into Mexico territory. Who's gonna get the breakaway goal to give themselves the lead in game 3? A very crucial one, because whoever wins this game will just need one win to advance to the final. Here's a shot. Missed wide. Here's a setup. Mitty hits it towards the wall. Very risky play there, because that's how own goals get scored. The U.S. are definitely on pressure right now. Here's Jester with the shot. Saved by Shepard. Ball's in the U.S. territory. Shot, misses, hits the wall. Ball's going to be prevented from being cleared. And now Mexico is going to have it in the midfield. There is 1 minute left in regulation. Overtime is very well possible. They're going to have to swat it here. They do that to prevent the breakaway shot. 30 seconds in regulation. We could be heading to overtime for the second straight game. The final 10 seconds. The U.S. are going to try for a final push. Oh, and it's saved. And we are headed to overtime for the second straight game in this series. First the score takes game 3. Same rules as before. Except this time, this is for the series lead. Here's a chance for Mexico. They take it. They lead this series 2-1, and Mexico are 1 win away from headed to the Cup final. Great game. That was a great game. We got another game coming your way. This could be the series winner for Mexico, or a forced game 5. Game 4 will be taking place at Manfield, and when we arrive, it's going to be stormy there. So, last time the weather was raining, the U.S. won. Let's see if that happens again. Welcome to Manfield. U.S. defense is slacking here, as they easily could have stopped that ball from being cleared. Here's a chance for Mexico. The shot was wide. Ball's hit wide. Ball's going to get cleared away, and it's actually by an error from Hound. Jester tries to shoot it. It's going to be saved by Jerwin. Shot is going to hit the wall. Ball's in there. Shot's going to go to the left. Fury is going to take a punch. Tex tries to shoot. It's saved by Hound again, who's been excellent on goalie this game so far. Here's a shot. And the U.S. failed to get the ball to stop rolling around. And now Mexico's on offense. There's Fury punches the ball hard. Here's a chance. That chance is stopped by Mexico. Ball's getting dribbled. Another chance, however, there's not a single American over there. Here's a ball. The ball's going to get hit away. Here's a chance. Scores. Jester scores for the United States of America. And it's 1-0 for the U.S. The United States of America lead this game so far. And half of the game has already passed. So both defenses have been solid since Game 2 of this series. However, games still have to be won. Games still have to be lost. Here's another chance for the U.S. and they lead 2-0. The United States of America strikes back from their overtime loss to Mexico. Here's a shot. Here's a shot. That's going to go a little wide. Mexico's on offense now. Ball gets past Hound. U.S. are going to be on offense once again. Here's a shot stopped by the goaltender, who was Rex at that time. Or no, it was Hound. The ball's going to stay in green, which is what the U.S. wants. Here's a chance. Scores! It is 3-0 for the United States of America. And we are probably going to see a Game 5. The last series came down to Game 3 in the best of 3 for the United States. And it looks like for the second consecutive series for the United States, all of the games will be needed. That was an own goal by Rex. No, actually, no, it wasn't. That was a goal for Mexico by Rex, as the U.S. have laid off on defense. So their lead has been cut to 2. and they might get cut to 1 if they don't defend a little better than they are right now. 1 minute to go in Game 4. U.S. lead by 2. Here's a chance for the U.S. and they take it. It's 4-1 to the United States of America. And the U.S. have definitely won Game 4 of this series. It's going to come down to Game 5, which is going to be a very, very, very important game for both teams, because it's either you win or it's depending on that one game will determine if you move on to the finals or you go home. Here's the U.S. with the goal. It's 5-1 to the United States, and it's a blowout now. The United States are just getting revenge for what Mexico did to them in Game 1 of this series, and they're doing that in Game 4. And that is going to do it for Game 4 of the series. The United States have won. The series is tied 2-2, and we have one more game left in this series, and the winner takes it all. Game 5 and the final game of the series will be taking place at an iconic stadium, Champions Field, and when we arrive, it's going to be daytime. So this is actually the perfect stadium for this moment. One final push. Who's going to the finals against Australia tomorrow? Here's a shot for Mexico. They score first. Mexico is on the board immediately off of an error from the U.S. And the United States are going to need to rejoice and rebound and try to get a shot on net, which they do that. Here's a chance and scores. C-Block scores for the United States, and the game is tied. Not even 15 seconds after the first goal. Well, actually, it was only been 16 seconds, so it's very quick. Here's a chance for the U.S. They don't take it, and this can punish them. They barely get the save, as that could have been disastrous for the United States. If this game goes into overtime, it will be a very important overtime, just as important as Game 7 from last season in the finals. But that never happened because the game-winning goal was scored with 1 second left. Or with no time left, the game-winning goal was scored by Ireland. For those who don't remember that game. The U.S. are on defense. Here's a struggle. The United States are struggling to clear it away. Still struggles to clear it away. U.S. are trying their best to clear it, but they still can't do it. Mexico with the shot misses, and the U.S. have cleared the ball successfully. But the ball is going to be cleared away immediately from Mexico. And they're back in the same situation that we were in before. They got to clear it again. And the U.S. do exactly that. And now now Mexico's on defense. U.S. are going to try to score from here. Ball's getting dribbled around. C block. He showed it. He shoots it a little bit. Ball's going backwards now because they're outnumbering the United States. And now it's back into American territory once again. Here's a chance for Mexico. They shoot and score. Mexico leads 2-1 in the final game of the series. Here's the next face-off. The United States need a goal because they are trailing and they cannot afford to lose another game, because if they lose, they're done. Mexico's got good defense here. Here's the United States with a chance, saved by Mexico. Ball's going to be hit to the left. There's about 2 minutes left. The United States are starting to run out of time here. They need a goal. They have to do it now if they want to tie it up. That was hit a little too hard, but it was quickly cleared away and controlled. Here's a shot chance. Here's a chance for the U.S. And it's been missed. Jester is on ice today. What is he doing? That was a clear opportunity to score. Time is ticking. Outlaw's going to have to try to clear it. Oh, he misses it. And it's 3-1 to Mexico. And Mexico are very likely going to be going to the finals. The U.S. now need 2 goals, and they need to do it in 1 minute, which is very unlikely, but it is possible, as it has been done before. It's been done in the last series. The ball is not being controlled properly by the U.S. Ball control has been an issue for them all series long. As there were moments where they could have scored, there were moments where they could have saved the ball. This series could have looked different for the U.S. if they just played correctly. Here's a small chance. It's not really great. Ten seconds left. I'm pretty sure you know this is going to be sad news for our country, but it's excellent news for Mexico. The second and final team to advance to the finals is going to be Mexico. Tomorrow, the grand finals of this tournament will be between Australia and Mexico, as they have eliminated the United States in 5 games. And you got to give credit to Mexico's offense. They've been outstanding the entire series. But the U.S. just haven't had that flow like they had in the last few games. And as a result, Mexico will be going to the finals. Congratulations to them all, to all the teams that have won today. And we will see you guys tomorrow for Australia versus Mexico best of 7. Winner wins the tournament. We'll see you guys there.